Beloved, welcome back. So there's a few updates on the Coeur d'Alene active shooting. So what looks like what happened, or what they're reporting now, is that there are two firefighters, wildland firefighters, that were killed, and they are doing nothing to try to work on that fire, and they can't because it's just too dangerous up there. There is either one or maybe even possibly multiple shooters. So it's possible that they laid an ambush, that they started the fire, got in a sniper hide, waited for first responders to show up, and then ambush them. This is a big problem, and this is unprecedented, and it's going to have a lot of impact on how we fight fire in the future, because this is something I've done for a long time, and we've never had to deal with this before. We show up and put out the fire. Most fires you never hear about because the local departments, the Forest Service, the local DNRs do such a good job of jumping on them quickly. If you can get on them quickly when they first start, you put them out and they never become a problem. But you let them burn for a couple hours and go from 10, 20, 100 acres. Now you've got a conflagration, or possible one, that takes millions of dollars and weeks and months to put out. So it's a huge deal. So now the ability to be able to quickly respond to these things and to deal with them locally, that's going to be completely taken out of our hands, because no chief in his right mind is going to put his men and women in harm's way who are not prepared for this. They're not trained for this. I just did a members only live stream where we were covering this, and that people ask, well, what about concealed carry? What about arming our firefighters? That's just not going to be possible. They don't have the training. Insurance would never cover that, and that's not their job. They didn't sign up to do that. And I would think twice in these rural areas. You know, Idaho has always been a hotbed for white supremacists and the new white supremacy, and the news is reporting, you know, they initially go to that first, but we don't know what it is. Could it be Iranian sleeper cells? Could it be a disgruntled employee? You know, time will tell, but it takes time to figure out. But it's a very difficult manhunt, especially from someone who's motivated and knows the area. You could go in there, you could start this, and you could be out on the couch watching what happened on the news while they're still bringing resources in. So this is going to have ripples, and this conversation is going to be had through the Forest Service, local firefight departments, how we're going to handle this and how we're going to deal with keeping first responders safe. So stay in touch, subscribe. I'll do more updates as I get more information, but this is really troubling news, and this is going to be completely change how we respond to wildland fire.